It's a different machine.
And this is that's right. This is a big fundamental differences among East and West. And as you know, Japanese, even Buddhist, including Japanese, mental history, like based upon Confucianism. This is almost 1500 years ago. Japanese imported from China. China is the same. Like Confucianism is, they're teaching principles, not like Bible, not telling detailed story what's happening. They just how to teach. They are teaching how to live, basic fundamentals. Okay, so at this standpoint, those people they are not misunderstanding each other, reading Confucianism, and that means they don't need to discuss, but they don't need to debate. They need to study. They need to follow on the contents of the Confucianism. So this is a big difference from the Bible. Bible is many people need to discuss the story. Bible is a story of how to live. So they need to debate, they need to discuss. Many people have different opinion, different ideas. So religion, not only religion, Bible is religion, but not only religion. Everything they need to communicate, which is right, which is true, or what is the true answer, so forth. So sort of things is a completely different, and also European people, they are many years they are embedded, and mixing blood and mixing races. So every time they need to communicate, understand each other. Japanese is also many stripes in the history, but they are same races. So communication is more easier than Westerners. And they recently, 150 years ago, Japanese is at the Bakufu is turned out to the emperor. So at that time, the same races. So they had the big battle with each other, but sooner they could communicate each other. And big battle just only a while, 10 years or so. So this is
it was not a religious battle, no. So basically, the battle was about power, and of course all battles are about power, but there were no religions that were underlying these battles. So it was not a stride of basically philosophies or belief systems. It was just a stride of how to bring this country under control.
I think we had better consider about a big voyage era 300, 400 years ago, and Dutch, Spanish, and British, they are interactively switching their power dominant in the world. And every time they had battle each other, right? And recently, 100 years ago, French and German, they had big strife each other, including Russia. So this sort of history they had. And we don't have a kind of history, but Europe is always, struggling each other. So it means they need to talk, they need to discuss, negotiate, and settle down the contract and agreement all the way until now. Even now, they have seven countries summit, and they periodically they need to communicate each other. Otherwise, they cannot understand each other. This is their culture. Like Japanese people, they don't have a kind of system. They don't have a kind of culture. They don't discuss and they don't debate. But this is that's a big major reason why Japanese can go outside, because overseas people misunderstand Japanese doing especially I and you discussed past several weeks. For example, World War II, Japanese or Manchuria, Japanese what were doing before, but Japanese people never discuss for those issues for with overseas the rest of the world people never discussed before. World people criticize Japanese or American criticize Japanese. Japanese always didn't follow but never speak out any opinion against them. This is their culture, I think. That caused
Right.
lots of problem in the past and until now. And also, if you have a chance to look at the G7 meeting, Mr. Abe never speak out issue kind of discussion. What he speak out every time is everybody agreed with him. So he tried to avoid debate. He tried to avoid discussion. This is Japanese way. I think this is not good, but they cannot change it.
But actually, maybe you can help me understand, because I believe that there is discussion going on within Japan, right?
Okay, Japanese discussion is yes, of course, yes. This is a big different issues, not kind of individualism, not kind of collectivism. They are big discussion is based upon education. Only Japan they have left-wing people and right-wing people, and not so many middle people. There are many people with right-wing and left-wing. Any kind of issue they debate each other and they cannot get any settlement. If you see the YouTube and many history discussion and issues is right-wing or left-wing. So we cannot make judgment who is right. This is Japanese is especially phenomena like for example comfort woman issue, and we didn't have comfort woman issue in Korea after World War II. Why this comfort woman issue is started to discuss because of Asahi newspaper. They left-wing newspaper just to discuss comfort woman issue. Then Korea picked it up. Many issues like that. So this is because based on education. This is education. Japanese education is completely different from Westerners. American education, European, they try to much more emphasize on your identity, your nationality, making consensus among people. But Japanese are not. This is, I think, a big difficulty. Politics we're going to manage. Political policy is very difficult to manage Japanese people. If government going to speak out any kind of issues, 100% for sure, some people criticize government. Right-wing people is many right-wing people. They are actually in Japan, but also they are right-wing people is also they speak out strong opinion like supporting Yasukuni Shrine, and many people believe visiting Yasukuni Shrine is good, but right-wing people is too much strong opinion they speak now. So ordinary people is hesitating to go to Yasukuni Shrine. So right and left is they have heavy opinion for against government issues, so forth. So this is only Japanese. This is very strange, culture or strange, background they have. This is completely different from Westerners. Maybe Western people cannot believe why Japanese people speak out against government or issues and against Japanese history and so forth, right? This is very strange. Criticize the emperor, and so left-wing people is unbelievably they are supporting Korea, supporting China. Even politicians supporting China, mainland China is true instead of Japanese. many, uncountable, but I don't know why. But I believe this is because of educational system. Past 70 years, we didn't have kind of seeing things before World War II.